Our objective in this lesson is to illustrate quadratic inequalities. Let's have a quick activity. Where do I belong? Classify each mathematical statement into its correct group. The highest exponent of the variable is 2, so this is quadratic. And I have an inequality symbol, so this is quadratic inequality. The exponent of t here is the invisible 1, so this is linear. And I have an inequality symbol, so this is linear inequality. The exponent of h are both the invisible 1, so this is linear. And I have an inequality symbol, so again this is linear inequality. The exponent of y here is 1, so this is linear. And I have an equal sign, so this is a linear equation. The highest exponent of the variable is 2, so this is quadratic. And I have an equal sign, so this is quadratic equation. The highest exponent of the variable is 2, so this is quadratic. And I have an inequality symbol, so this is quadratic inequality. Today's lesson will focus on quadratic inequality, specifically quadratic inequality in one variable. It is a mathematical sentence that is quadratic in form and contains an inequality symbol. Let us differentiate quadratic equation and quadratic inequality. Let us recall this equation. This is the standard form of a quadratic equation. The only difference of this to quadratic inequality is the symbol used. In equation, we make use of equal sign. In inequality, we make use of inequality symbols. So this equal sign could be less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to. In both cases, the a, b, and c are all real numbers and a is greater than 0. Let's have another activity. Am I in or not? Draw a thumbs up if the expression is a quadratic inequality and a thumbs down if not a quadratic inequality. The highest exponent of the variable is 2, so this is quadratic. And I have here an inequality symbol, so this is a quadratic inequality. Thumbs up. The highest exponent of the variable is 2, but I do not see an inequality symbol, so this is not a quadratic inequality. Thumbs down. The highest exponent of the variable is 2, so this is quadratic. And I have here an equal sign. So this is not a quadratic inequality. The highest exponent of the variable here is 2. If I am going to arrange this, it will look like this. And I have here an inequality symbol. So yes, this is quadratic inequality. The highest exponent of the variables is 1. But if I am going to apply FOIL method, x times x is x squared. X times positive 2 is 2x. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. Copy greater than 0. Positive 2x minus 3x is negative x. The highest exponent of the variable now is 2, and I have an inequality symbol, so this is a quadratic inequality. I hope you still remember your lesson in grade 7, graphing inequality in a number line. Let us recall that if you have less than or greater than, we make use of unshaded circle, like this one. But if you have less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to, the shape that we use is a shaded circle, like this one. Let us graph the following in a number line. This is x is greater than 2. So we'll start with 2. Since this is only greater than, we're going to use unshaded circle. X is greater than 2, meaning values of x that are greater than 2. So from 2, going to the right. Next one, we have x is less than 2. Again, we'll start with 2. Since this is only less than, we're going to make use of unshaded circle. Notice that the inequality symbol is pointing us to the left. So from 2, we're going to the left. Next one, we have x is greater than or equal to 2. So we'll start again with 2. Since we have here or equal to, we're going to make use of shaded circle. The inequality is pointing us to the right, so we're going to the right. Values of x that are greater than 2. Last one, we have x is less than or equal to 2. From 2, since this is or equal, shaded circle. And then values of x that are less than 2. The inequality symbol is pointing us to the left, so we are going to the left. Try this. Given the solution in the number line, state the corresponding mathematical statement. If this is negative 4 and this is negative 2, so this is negative 3. And then going to the right. So values of x that are greater than negative 3, but also equal to negative 3. So that is x is greater than or equal to negative 3. This is negative 10 and going to the left, so values of x that are less than 10. So x is less than 10. We only use less than because this is unshaded circle. This is negative 50, then going to the right, so x is greater than or equal to negative 50. Last one, this is 0, then going to the left, values of x that are less than 0. So you have x is less than 0. Again, we only make use of less than because this is unshaded circle. Let's do extra challenge. Graph the solution of the inequality. If you have a statement like this, the technique is to start reading from the variable side and then read the inequality symbol in opposite direction. So this statement is the same as x is less than negative 1. Now it is much easier to graph. We'll start at negative 1. Since this is only less than, we're going to use unshaded circle. The inequality now is pointing us to the left, so we're going to the left. Next one, this is a compound inequality. You'll start reading at x, going to the right, and then go back to the left. So this is x is less than or equal to 2, but remember to read the inequality in opposite direction, but greater than negative 4. We'll start with this one. X is less than or equal to 2. At 2, since there is or equal, shaded circle, and then going to the left. Remember to read the inequality symbol in opposite direction. So this is the same as x is greater than negative 4. We'll start at negative 4. Since there is no or equal to, we're going to make use of unshaded circle. And then the inequality is pointing us to the right, so we're going to the right. Take note of the intersection. That would be our solution set. For the summary, here are the things that we learned in this lesson. Take time to understand this. Now, it is time to check your understanding. Pause this video for more time. Draw a check mark if the expression is a quadratic inequality and a cross mark if not a quadratic inequality. The highest exponent of the variable is 2, so this is quadratic, but I have here an equal sign, so this is not a quadratic inequality. The highest exponent of the variable is 2, so this is quadratic, and I have an inequality symbol, so this is quadratic inequality. If I'm going to simplify this, is still the highest exponent of the variable is 2, and I have an inequality symbol, so this is quadratic inequality. The highest exponent of the variable is 2, this is quadratic, but I do not see an inequality symbol, so this is not a quadratic inequality. Last one, the highest exponent of the variable is 2, so this is quadratic. But I have here an equal sign, so this is not a quadratic inequality. Gets? Our next lesson is solving quadratic inequalities.